every guy should start in jail and have to work his way out.
Absolutely.
Well, it's only fair then that every woman's got to start in a psych ward and she's got to work her way out from there. And unfortunately, I'm afraid both sides are going to have some lifers. But we'll see.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you're doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. I've got a video here from the Modern King titled, "Feminist Gets Fired Seconds After Posting This on Social Media." Not to waste any of your time, let's jump right to the video.
And something tells me I'm about to get fired, so I'm gonna record this because I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. I'm waiting on them to join.
Recording yourself while getting fired and showing it on social media is not a bright idea. You will instead get publicly humiliated on social media. And it is stuff like this that got you fired in the first place. Doing it again is not a very bright idea.
Hello?
Hey Brittany, thanks for joining us on this call. I wish this was under better circumstances. After reviewing a video you posted online, upper management has made the decision to terminate your employment effective immediately.
What video?
We recently became aware of a TikTok in which you appeared to urinate on the floor.
What?
While we understand the video may have been comedic in nature, it does not align with our company's values. In fact, several employees came across the video and expressed concerns.
This woman posted a video of herself urinating on the floor. And that video was discovered by her employer, and now she's getting fired for it. This shows how stupid it was of her to make such a video, let alone post it on social media for other people to see. It also shows that she cares only about the video getting viral than her employment.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable.
As a result, we have no choice but to let you go. Your final paycheck will be processed within the next pay cycle, and your access to all company systems has already been revoked. Just be sure to return any company property as soon as possible. I'll go ahead and send out that address for you as well, just to make sure you have everything.
Okay, thank you.
Again, we do appreciate your time with us, and we sincerely hope you don't.
She did something stupid, and she received the consequences of her actions. She should learn to do better next time and not post videos of herself doing something stupid.
What if I just... No. No. Well, no. No!
Lady, what you're doing is not funny. Even if you didn't spray, the hamburger people will still see the video and refuse to eat there, which might give the company a bad image and might potentially cause the business to shut down.
Who taught you how to drive?
Women like these are always emotionally unstable and will record themselves driving recklessly on the road, which could lead to potential accidents and physical injuries. You can't be too careful on the road with such women driving a vehicle.
Have any superpower, what would it be?
Wow, out of all the questions, that's a good
place. I feel like I got a superpower right now.
Oh!
New ick unlock. Why the heck I just go get some ice cream, right? I get my ice cream. It's another guy in the store. He ordered his ice cream after me. Why the heck he get sprinkles on his? I ain't gonna get sprinkles on mine. And he looked a little like rough around the edges. He looked a little hood. I was looking like, interesting. Fruit Loop.
There is nothing wrong with a man getting sprinkles on his ice cream. If she wanted sprinkles on her ice cream, all she had to do was ask. But of course, modern women will always find a reason to dislike a man and find a nick about him whenever he enjoys himself, because they want men to be miserable just as they are.
Well, would you just look at that? Wasn't that just something? And I have been noticing the content of this particular nature growing in increasing popularity on social media lately, because there are apparently some women out there that find domestic violence and physical abuse against men from women to be something to be joked about. They find it funny.
Modern women like to antagonize men in today's world. They see men as these evil beings who commit acts of domestic violence against women. But whenever women do it, it should always be seen as a joke.
Because if not everyone got to read what was stated there, let's review. If a man said this, the internet would come unhinged. But as long as it's a woman joking about abusing a man, it's funny. Because here's another example. Someone is going to have to explain to me why some women out there, and some men, find abuse to be funny.
People finding domestic violence to be funny is absolutely ridiculous, because domestic violence is something that's meant to be taken seriously and not as a joke. Domestic violence committed against any gender should be taken seriously and should be dealt with. No one deserves to be treated that way.
Because in the spirit of equality, a man would be canceled for that. But why not?
Modern women are quick to get angry. But not only that, they're also quick to get violent as well, especially with men. In today's world, women beating men is something that has been normalized. And modern women always antagonize men and say that men are violent, they can sexually abuse you, and so on. But in actuality, they are the ones that abuse men. It's true that there are men who sexually abuse women, and it's very wrong and evil for them to do that. But in today's world, there's been a growing trend of modern women beating men. In the previous centuries, women would never do that. Women back then were very feminine, kind, and tender. Such behaviors back then would not be normalized. Seeing such behavior being normalized in today's world is absolutely ridiculous.
I truly believe that men see single women and mothers as a more valuable asset to their life.
Let's be real. There's something favorable and unfavorable.
What's the unfavorable?
The unfavorable thing is the cope and ego that surrounds women that think that is more favorable. It's not. I didn't say you're unlovable. It's less favorable biologically.
But why? Because you have to take on the
I don't mind
risk.
going to, you're in a way extending your resources to things that aren't directly connected to you.
Right.
Look, we're human beings. And this is why I recommend people be beautiful people. I don't care if you have 6 kids and this is your 3rd divorce. I mean, that's probably revealing that you're probably not so good. But let's just say that you are somebody that actually reflects on these things and understands how it has affected you. Now, that's a very important thing to show maturity of a person, that these decisions come at a consequence. Can you recognize the consequence? Most women deny the consequence and by default make themselves pretentious and ugly to those men immediately and then go, it's because I was a kid. What a barbarian monkey of a man. No, no, no. Your ego pushed him away, not the fact that you had a kid.
This woman said is absolutely not true. Usually women who are single mothers bring entitlement into the relationship, as well as children which do not belong to the current man that she's with, which is also a problem because men want to take care of their own. It's less favorable for a man to date a single mother because she brings in kids into the relationship that belong to another man. And the woman will feel entitled for the man that she's currently with to pay for the kids that aren't his, which is very unfavorable for the man.
A bitch really got on here and said, you know, I can tell how serious to take it based upon where we go for our first date. So everybody in the comments is like, well, all right, super. Where do you have to go on a first date for you to take a man serious? This says an expensive restaurant somewhere where he sets the tone for the rest of our lives together. You bitches are not Disney princesses, gang. Most of you are whores. And it's not like a don't deserve to go to an expensive restaurant. My thing is, a date is what? A date is for us to be understanding whether or not we're going to be spending our lives together and developing a legacy, which is children and marriage.
In today's world, women would expect a man to take them to an expensive restaurant for a first date, even though a first date is when the man and the woman meet and try to get to know each other. And these women, most of the time, are only in it for the food and not to get to know the man, which defeats the entire purpose of going on the date in the first.
So what part of that says you gotta eat a $500 steak to figure out if you're gonna be a fucking wife or not? You bowhead bitch. What the do you be talking about other than nothing? I got it. Nothing. Because who the you don't make sense.
If it takes a $500 steak to make a woman come to a date and get to know each other, then it shows that she was never interested in the man, but only in what she can get out of the date. And also not to see whether or not that man is a good man or not, or whether he could be a potential life partner.
When you are the best part about being 30, gang, you just old enough to peep through the bull. You're a seasoned veteran at this point, but you just young enough to entertain it. See, when you 40, you don't even entertain little like this. I'm young enough to be like, no, you're dumb.
Men that are 40 are wise enough to recognize the ways that modern women use and deceive them in order to get something from them, and they are wise enough to avoid it. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's video. If you have any thoughts about this, be sure to leave your comments on the comments section below. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It will always be appreciated. And have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.